What's going on, YouTubers? It's me. I'm on my way to work, my sales job. A little bit talking about sales here. One thing you got to realize is that being a sales rep, the number one thing you should have is always confidence. If you don't have confidence in what you're doing, you're never going to be able to go ahead and get the job done. You know what I mean? So confidence in your product. If there's anything you're ever questioning about your product, you don't always have to focus on that. You can focus on the positive, what your product has to offer. Then what you can go ahead and do is focus on what your objective is. Your objective really is to make a profit and provide a high quality service. Making a profit doesn't always have to go so easy if you're in the sales world. My pastor said he couldn't sell cars because he felt it was dishonest, and it's really not being dishonest. Dishonesty is you just focus on the strongness of your product. Okay, so your product's not going to be something, for instance, if you're selling cars, it's not the fastest car. You don't got to focus on being the fastest car. Is it the safest car? Is it the most luxurious car? You know, and if it's not the most luxurious, focus on the strong points. It's got great value for its buck. I work in the cell phone world, and what it is there are certain cell phones that their reception maybe not the greatest, but what you go ahead and do is you let them know, hey, you're only paying $25 a month for this service. Okay? It's a prepaid service. You don't have to run your credit. It's not going to ruin anything for you. It's just basically going to get you from point A to point B and some of the places in between there. Now, I would also like to touch on the ABC fundamentals of being a sales rep. You should always be closing. In a sense, it's a Glary Ginn, Glary Ross, coffees for closers kind of saying. It is pretty vague, but at the same time, you can switch it up to however you want. Like, you always got to be closing. Look, you have two closes that happen in the sale. Either them closing you on why they shouldn't buy, or why you close them on why they shouldn't buy. And you should have the mentality of, why wouldn't you do this? If you can't have that mentality, I would say get out of the sales world or try selling something different. The theory behind it is some people can't sell certain products as well as others, and certain people can. Don't get discouraged. Another thing is constantly stay motivated. Whatever you got to do, whether it's watching a YouTube clip, going to see an inspiring speaker, because your job is pretty much that. You have to be motivated in sales. If you are not, this is not the industry for you. It's a cold black and white line. Either you're a black where you can do this, it's no problem, or you're going to be on the white. If you're in the gray area in this industry, unfortunately, I would say it's kind of somewhat non-existent, because what you are is you're a clerk if you try and be in the gray area. And that's not always a bad thing. If you want to work at CVS pharmacies, you want to work at Walmart or something, and you're just checking people out, scanning items, they're already getting what they want to get, you're just being nice to them. That's all it is. In the sales world, you got to basically show them, hey, my name is Mr. I'm going to handle some business, and handle the damn business. That's what you're all about, and that's what we are about. So if you ever need any sort of motivation, constantly watch my clips. That's what I'm going to be here for. I'm going to be here to motivate and basically make people make some moves. I have no problem with confidence in whatever I'm selling. I could be selling something super high-end to a millionaire. I could be selling something basic to a farm worker. And no discouragement to any of them. I'm not trying to be arrogant to anybody. All of you guys do a job. I mean, at one point I've had to do the worst jobs, and sometimes I get some pretty cool jobs. So no disadvantage to you. We all got to do what we got to do to pay the bills. So you never look at any customer as lower than what they are, regardless of how they come in the doors. And that's just one thing I want to tell you too, is just don't judge any book by their covers. Because if you judge anybody by what they look like, I mean, honestly, you're just hindering yourself. You're shooting yourself in the foot in the long run. Okay? I'm not saying that it's a good, wise decision to ever do that. Anyways, it's kind of dragging on. Let's go and move on to the next thing. You got to also have a lot more philosophies than your ABCs, because ABCs, even in the real world, are just fundamentals, even for a child. The next thing I would say worry about is your whole now in a sense. It basically means nobody walks, and what it means is if you cannot close them on something regardless of what they came in to do, then again, you are probably in the wrong industry, because you should be excited to see your paycheck grow. That's just the cold hard fact of the matter. So go ahead and check in that. I don't like making these videos too long, because I know when I was watching videos, I didn't like anything past 7 to 10 minutes. It was starting to drag on. That's why I'll break this up into segments. This will be considered my first video regarding sales. And next we'll go off of some new ones, okay? Anyways, thank you all for watching. Leave comments, reviews, whatever you got to do. Negative ones, I don't really care. If you have something better, you're more successful, which is probably awesome. Then teach me a thing or two. But if not, if you are looking for something to help you out in the sales world, feel free to check out my videos, and we'll go from there. Thank you.